Okay, so this is the second video about how to work on the Mac at the school. And a couple things we're going to go over right now are how to work in browsers and also getting used to the desktop of the Mac. So one thing I'd like to do is talk a little bit about this little screen. What you're going to notice is there's some icons behind it. The default placement of this usually is located in the upper right hand corner, but if you move it off to the side, you're going to then be able to see any of the thumb drives that you might be loading, as well as when you start to use Mac and download things. A lot of times the default location will be on this very extreme right hand corner of your screen. So I just want you to be aware that if you can't find something, just move this out of the way, and more than likely your file, your folder, any number of things might be located there. Okay, working in browsers. One of the first things I want you to do, both in terms of the browser at the school as well as the browsers at your house when you work on this at homework, doing the homework, is that browsers are very versatile. They're basically an application to render websites. And one of the first things to know, no matter what browser you're in, right now we're in Firefox, and we know we're in Firefox because it says so right in the upper right left-hand corner. And if I click on Chrome, here's the Chrome browser. And we know that Chrome is active. So as you toggle back and forth, if you ever do toggle back and forth, you will notice that the application's name, Chrome or Firefox, will always come forward when you're working on it, when it is the selected application to use. Now, browsers have a series of tabs. Tabs render one website at a time. So if you go to sfcc.edu, see if it loads, www, that probably will help. This is one page. This is the home page of SFCC, and as you click through, you will land on any subsequent page of that website. Now, you can have multiple tabs open. You can actually hover over to the right of any tab, or the most farthest right tab, and click plus and go somewhere else. So I'll go to www.nasa.gov and load that particular page. So it is the case that browsers can allow you to render your web pages as well as other web pages all at the same time. They're very versatile for that reason. Now, if you have too many tabs open, all you need to do is hover over any of these tabs, right-click on it, and you'll notice you have a couple of options. One is close tabs to the right. Well, I'm on the farthest right, so I don't have that as an option, but you can close all the other tabs, and now you have one tab, the one tab you're on, be the primary tab that you have set up to have as the sole page that you want to render. And again, you can just go ahead and click more tabs if you want. Now, the next thing I want you to do is actually open up the browser's bookmark bar. Bookmark bars are very versatile and very handy when you're working on the web. In order to do that, it depends on the application that you're in. We are now in Firefox, so in order for us to open up the bookmark bar, all you have to do is click on this little clipboard plus star icon. Click once with your left side of your mouse, and then you hover down at the bookmarks toolbar and click on View Bookmarks Toolbar. When you click on that, you get an extra gray margin right below the URL of the web page that you're on. This margin allows you to easily drag and drop web pages that you might want to save. So one of the first things we would do is type in the course's website. So that's robinhtmlcss.wordpress.com. Hit return to load the website. And all you need to do is come over to that little lock and click once, hold it, and drag it to your bookmark bar. This allows you to then, as you're working on your sites, and doing whatever you are while you're browsing the web while in this browser, you can always return back to the course website. Now similarly, we can click on one class lecture and it actually has a completely different URL. So maybe we want to save that particular page instead of the home page. So I've just gone ahead and done it. You'll notice that there are different titles. So this is the class 1 and this is the home page. So know that that's available to you on any browser. We're going to look at what it looks like in Chrome. But last thing to know is you can actually right-click on this gray area and click on New Folder and call it something. So I'll just say Course Pages. Click Add, and now I can click once and drag these into the folder. And do the same. All right, so you can actually have many, many folders as you're working at your house and visiting the web. And as you click on the folder, you will then have quick links to each of the pages that you've saved there. Okay, now to finish out in your browser, all you need to do is click on the red dot. Now, just a couple things about Mac and these 3 dots. The green dot is an expansion dot. The yellow dot, the green dot again, if you click it again, it actually brings it back in. The expansion dot means that it will fill up the entirety of the screen. You don't really have to click on that particular dot for the course, but just know that that usually is what that green dot means. The yellow is a minimize dot, so if you click on it, it actually minimizes to the dock right to the left of the trash. Click on it again, it reloads. And then lastly, the red dot is to close out. So we're going to clear that, or click on that, and we're going to close all tabs, and now all of Firefox is gone. So let's go ahead and look at Chrome. We are going to load its bookmark bar. So what I'm going to do is come to its 3-line menu. This is the international symbol for menu. I'll click once on it, and then it gets you to the bookmark bar a little differently. You just come down to Bookmarks, you get a side flyout, and what you're going to do is click on Show Bookmarks Bar, and it again gives you that gray. So if I'll go ahead and do Robin HTML CSS .wordpress.com and hit return, and similarly I can just drag this to the bookmark bar. Similarly, I can right click on that same gray bar, click Add Folder, Courses, and grab it and drag it in. There we go. All right. So as you continue working in the homework as well as while you browse the web, using the browsers and setting up bookmark bars will be a huge advantage.